Today with open source projects such as the Prusa MMU, modifying these multi-material systems is nothing new and it is never going to go away. And today I think I have 5 modifications that you should do to your Bambu Lab AMS system to make it just that much better. 4 out of 5 of these mods are completely printable, while 1 will require the purchase of some Bowden tubes and a hygrometer. As always, all of the Maker World files as well as links to the Bowden tubes and other things you might want to purchase going to be in that description down below, so go give the original creators of these mods some love. And if you're interested in any upgrades for your A1 Mini, I actually have 3 separate videos about that, so you can go check those out in the corner. We're on our way to 10,000 subs, I need your help, hurry! The first mod we're going to take a look at today is the Ams Saver version 5. Now this mod should help you with any feeding issues that you may have with your AMS system, and I actually had some the very first time that I tried to use it. This mod uses a Bowden tube to help guide your filament and prevent any snags or anything that really shouldn't happen. Installation for this mod is super easy and it requires some double-sided tape as well as about 400 millimeters of Bowden tubing. Now I also found this super cool guide that tells you exactly where to cut your Bowden tubes so they're all the same length, and it's exactly what the designer recommends. Of course, I'll leave that in the description as well. The first thing we're going to do is trim all 4 of our Bowden tubes. Now this is super easy with this guide. Next, I'm going to remove all of the spools from my AMS system to get a little bit more room to work. Finally, we're going to use our double-sided tape to tape this print to our AMS system and get it all loaded back up. And that is the first mod that I think is absolutely essential for your AMS system. It's going to prevent any snags. Using the guide will help stop from binding anywhere or the filament going where it's not supposed to be. I think this is a great first print. Let's see what's behind door number 2. Just a box? Okay. What could be in said box? Oh, it's another one. Arguably, one of the biggest advantages the AMS system has over the AMS Lite system is that it's fully enclosed. Now this is a really important thing because not only does it keep all that dog hair out of your filament, it helps keep it dry. Getting moisture in your filament can be a bit of a death sentence. It's going to cause all sorts of failed prints, warping, it can cause some bubbling coming out of your filament depending on how extreme and what type of filament you're using. Overall, keeping your filament dry is a must. This is the Pro AMS drybox system, and it's going to take a little bit over 10 hours and a little bit under 200 grams of filament to print. This print allows you to store desiccant pretty much everywhere there's empty space in your AMS system, as well as keep track of the humidity. Now I printed out a similar mod for the AMS Lite system. If you're interested in that, you can go check that out in the corner. The first step to installing this mod is going to be popping that meter in there, which clicks in so nicely. Next, we're going to get all of our desiccant storage compartments in their final resting place and fill them up. And it's as simple as that. Now we have desiccant in our AMS system. Now I'm using a rechargeable desiccant, which is super awesome because it tells you exactly when it's absorbed all the water that it can. Pop it in the microwave for a couple of minutes. It's going to be dried back out and you can use it again. And that's it for mod number 2. Again, I think this is your second most essential mod because keeping that filament dry will just prevent so many issues in the future. Number 3, what do we have? See back. What kind of kindergartner wrote this? What does that even mean? I see what they mean now. This third upgrade definitely might not be for everybody. However, if you are somebody like me who moves around your printer and your AMS system a lot, you're going to want this one. This 46-minute print allows you to easily disconnect your AMS system from your P1S or X1 carbon printer and move it around as need be. Now normally this hub is screwed into the back of your printer, so removing it is not so easy. This is a super simple one that adds a quick disconnect feature. Now all you have to do to remove your AMS system is pull off the hub and release your Bowden tube, unplug a cable, and you're good to go. I don't consider this one to be essential by any means, but if you're moving around that AMS system like I said, you definitely might want to look into it. Elgoo? That's a company. And similar to the third one, this fourth one is only going to apply to some specific people that use cardboard spools, specifically Elgoo cardboard spools. Now I love Elgoo filament, I've been using it for a long time. Recently I've switched to the Sunlu filament because I just prefer having that plastic spool. However, if you're using Elgoo or any cardboard filament, using those in your AMS system might not be the best idea. That cardboard is going to break down over time, it can get into all the little nooks and crannies in the AMS system. Overall, it's just not a good thing. We need to add a little bit of a brim around that spool to get it to print correctly and not cause any problems. This print only took 5 grams of filament and 17 minutes for each side. It clicks in place perfectly. there's multiple different sizes depending on your cardboard spool. You can even find these for other different brands if you are not printing with Elgu and you're using a different cardboard spool. Look it up on Maker World. I'm sure you can find an adapter for it. And this is one of those peace of mind modifications. I'm not worried about leaving this thing going overnight with a cardboard spool in there. Not worried that the cardboard might break down while it's printing. Having this outer edge just really makes that much of a difference. And finally, it's been behind me this entire time. The fifth mod is going to be the AMS stand with 4 drawers and optional build plate holder. I looked around for a while to find the perfect stand for my AMS system. The way that I have my printer set up, I can't have the AMS system sitting on top of the printer like most people do. I needed something that would raise it up a bit off the ground, and I also wanted to get some storage out of it. This was the perfect solution for me. Now, this is a pretty filament heavy print. It's going to take 602 grams of filament as well as 17.5 hours to print. However, I think it is worth every bit of filament and every second of your time. Now, I don't have these drawers filled up just yet. However, a bunch of people have made some super cool inserts that allow for things such as hot end storage, nozzle storage, deburring tools, pretty much anything you can imagine, you can store in these drawers, especially if you think about gridfinity. I think this drawer is very aesthetically pleasing. I love the way it looks. The honeycomb pattern is amazing on the side. It's almost like a little bit of a furniture piece. Now, the only thing I was not able to get to work on this print was a Bambu logo. I just could not get them to snap in there like I wanted to. However, it's no big deal. One thing that surprised me is they even have soft closing drawers. How is that even possible? You can even add in some TPU feet if you're going to put this on a smooth surface so that it doesn't roll away from you. I know there's a ton of riser and storage mods for your AMS system. I just think this is the best one. And there you have it. With those 5 mods, I think we have made some great upgrades to our AMS system. I can't wait to see what other upgrades are out there that I find and I'd love to share with you guys. Again, all these files in that description down below. If you like this video, then obviously click that like button. If you want to see more videos, click that subscribe button. If you want to see videos I've already posted, check them out in the corner. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions in the comments down below. I'll be happy to answer them for you, and I'll see you guys later.